Hi, Jill Byrne here for the Arlington Million on a gorgeous Friday. I'm in the park. A lot of events and activities happening here today and tomorrow as well on Arlington Million Day. We need to get some more handicapping done. Let's look at the 3-year-olds in the Secretariat, a Grade 1 race. Now, I know you're probably going to think I'm crazy when I tell you who I like in this race. It's the Connections that won this race last year, Daddy Longlegs. Yes, this horse has been a little off form, but here's what I think. Back to the turf course, and he's also going to get a turf course that's a little bit firm. This is a horse who won the Grade 1, the Royal Lodge Stakes, as a 2-year-old. They brought him over here, ran him in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, ran terrible on the dirt at Churchill Downs. Then he goes back, he wins the UAE Derby, that was on Poly Track. He's by Scat Daddy, he handled that well, comes over, runs in the Kentucky Derby, terrible race. Back on the turf, last time out for the first time, a big effort there. He has trained beautifully. I only got to see him one day, that's typical of trainer Aidan O'Brien. Love the way he looked over the track here. I just think he's going to be a price for top connections in a race where a lot of the American horses look like they could be standouts. Well, speaking of the Americans, of course it is Dale Romans who looks to have this race absolutely surrounded between Cosetti, Finnegan's Wake, but Silver Max is going to be the one that takes all the money coming in off that big win in the Virginia Derby at the distance of 1.25 miles. My question mark though is, will he be able to get some early fractions where he's not pressured in here? I think he's going to get a little bit of pressure, which could make him vulnerable at the end, but he looked really good here training this morning for Dale Romans. But just watch him there as he comes down the track. This is a horse who wants to really get going early, a little aggressive. He'll have to be able to settle. My other pick in here is going to be Summer Front. This horse undefeated on the turf course for Chris Clement, a beautiful looking son of Warfront. Every time he's been on the turf, all he's done is improve, 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 and I think he is set for a huge race in the Secretariat. So the Americans look really, really strong this year in the Secretariat. Unusual, it's usually been the Europeans, but this year I'm going to look at a European who could be a big price for top connections, and that is Daddy Longlegs in the Secretariat.